Hey, everybody. Welcome to FCC Supporter Square. With me, I am Matt Warman. This is my co host. He is on preseason chant camp in Hawaii because you have to go someplace warm for preseason. Is Mark Supin. How's it going, brother?
It is hanging 10, my man. What a
Oh, that
wonderful
is
time
awesome.
here.
There you go. I like that. I like that.
Oh,
That's going to be the new sign when we do our march in less than 2 weeks.
yes.
And with us, we have a very special guest, a capo. We're going to get into it a little bit later. Trina, Trina,
Hey,
say hi to everybody.
hello.
So, first up, we have some new signings, not unexpected. What does everybody think about these new signings?
Um, I'll just say Mosqueda. Is that the
Mus-
name?
Mascara? I
Mus-
want to say mascara, but uh,
Muscara. A strong back that we need for sure. And what I've seen of him certainly fits the mold that we are desperately seeking. So I'm encouraged by this, and I do hope that he pays dividends immediately for us because I think we're throwing him right into what we're needing to do. Um, our offense is fine, but we definitely need to have as strong a defense. So that's what I'm looking forward to with him.
Trina,
I agree with what Mark said.
bring more to it. Well,
I don't
I'm
know.
actually happy about it. What I said when I first heard that signing was we're finally getting our defensive end to match our offensive end. I don't think anybody is worried about our offense with or without Brenner. I think it would hurt without Brenner, but our offense is going to be very powerful. But
Yeah,
we always had that, oh, we're taking a play off, the set pieces, we're not defending well, somebody's a step slow. I think we've got all that taken care of. I think he's like 21, 22. I think our backup is the draft
yeah,
pick. He's 21, 22. We've got a lot of young people. The other one is Arias. I think I'm excited, except for the good news is that we won 4-0 in our preseason scrimmage. The bad news is he got a straight red. Nobody
yeah.
saw it, but he got a straight red. So I'm like, okay, how does he need to know how the MLS works, or are we going to have another Abina where Obi, you gotta calm down a little bit. I don't know where we are with that, but I am excited for what he brings.
Yeah, the straight red was strange to read, or I think I saw it by tweet the first time I saw it, and like, well, welcome to the league is probably par for the course here, and it's preseason, so I'm not looking at it being detrimental. I just think maybe just a chance that just was a little maybe off. He'll be good in by mid-season. His form, so he'll probably have to adjust to what's going on. It was probably a very fast, speedy, and probably just made a bad play. So it's preseason. I'm not worried about it. Probably a chance to learn, and hopefully he is fine for us. As we definitely can use him.
Karina, any thoughts?
Well, I mean, that is what the purpose of preseason is, to work out the kinks and figure out his playing style and how he can adjust or how it needs to be adjusted to how things work in the MLS. So, yeah, like Mark, I'm not too worried about it either. I think it'll be, he'll be a good addition, and I'm ready to go.
As long as it's preseason straight reds, that's fine.
Right.
And nobody, I don't think anybody saw exactly what he did. So we don't know whether it was an awkward tackle that was just bad or he was angry. I heard it was getting chippy out there, even though we won 4-1. The game a couple of days prior, we lost 3-1. But it seemed like we had some fight. But again, other than one of our friends, Tina Harris, nobody really watched it in person
Yeah,
or saw too much of it.
Right.
But where are we, Trina? Where are we in the table? One of the things I like about being a fan and this podcast of being fans is bad takes. So what's your bad take? Where are we going to end up in the table in October before we've played one game?
Oh,
Wow. I say we're gonna be third.
Third. I love it. That's a strong take. That's a strong fan take. That's what you get here at this purely professional podcast.
Exactly.
Mark, where do you feel the way too early to think anything prediction?
Well, fourth seems like a very good, safe, middle of the pack choice. I think, easy, winnable defeats over teams like that yellow and black team up the road will aid in our quest for a good, solid campaign and a solid, hopefully a home playoff match. That would be amazing. Playoffs were
That's
a nice
what we need,
taste last year. I want a home playoff match this year. And if we get fourth place, I think that all but gives us that possibility.
I really enjoyed going to the Tico Stadium for the playoffs, watching them on TV, but it would be even better marching up, having that whole playoff feeling with the entire Bailey and basically the entire stadium going nuts. I would really like that. I think it really depends on where we do in our summer window, but I think we're competing for the Shield. I'm not saying we're winning the Shield. So whatever comments you get, I think it really depends on where Brenner goes. If Brenner goes in the summer window, who do we replace him with? There's a lot of question marks that you can't really answer right now.
Yeah.
But if you look at our defense, that was kind of the weak part. We've strengthened it on paper. Our offense in preseason looks as strong as ever. And so that's not on paper. We did it last year. I don't think it's a fluke. So I think we're up near the top of the table most of the season, and it's going to be some of those ties that we had last year should turn into victories this year. That's what I'm hoping for.
Absolutely.
So less than 2 weeks chance. So I have a question for you before we fully interview you, Trina. Any new chance? How is things going? For people who don't know, she is a Knight of the Bailey. She is a capo for the brigade. So any new chance? Anything that you can give away? Is there any chant reveal tonight?
We don't have anything new. We are focusing on like 2 or 3 signature sort of chants that have been popular in the past or maybe in this past season, like Gladiator. A lot of folks have liked Gladiator. I think we're going to be focusing a bit on Welcome Home. Just kind of as we're having, well, yeah, I don't want to give away too much for the opening, but just really honing, what we've got so far. I think they want to bring in, a new chant or two, and we may try and slide some in, through the season. But right now, focusing on some of the newer ones that we've had last season, like Gladiator, like I said, and they're working on getting the drums down really well so that everything sounds like in sync. So we're having lots of practice to work on that. And
so
of course,
you actually practice. You don't just show up and drum. You don't just show up and sing.
No.
For people that don't know what goes into behind the Bailey for a Knight of the Bailey. So Trina is for our viewers is a member of the brigade, so that's her supporter group, and we'll get into some questions for her. But she is also a capo, and as a capo, she is a member of the Knights of the Bailey. So can you explain what the Knights of the Bailey are to people who show up to a game once or twice?
Well, basically, Knights of the Bailey are a group of people, drummers, chanters, singers, who help lead, the chants and songs that go on throughout the match. We also help lead those types of things, or do those types of things in the marches, or in the march, I should say, the grand march that comes from all of the various supporter groups, collect everybody, and make our way over to the stadium. So we help out, again, leading the chants, leading the crowd to the stadium. Once we get into the stadium, we position ourselves throughout the Bailey and, use megaphones or microphones or whatever you have to help, lead chants in the various sections throughout the Bailey. And we have been working on trying to get the words to the chants provided, via QR codes, scanning them you can load them on your phones, things like that. But, our job is to get the crowd ready for the match, chanting and cheering throughout the match to support the players on the field, and to basically make it an electric, atmosphere, is what I like to say.
So there are lots of chants.
Lots.
And I'm going to put you on the spot here. Which one is your favorite chant?
Ooh. Yeah, you are putting me on the spot, because I do like 3 of them, like top notch. But I'm gonna have to say, Gladiator.
Yeah.
Okay. Mark, what is your favorite chant?
Cincy Till I Die.
There are so many good ones. There are so many good ones. But for me, whether I'm in the Bailey or watching you guys from not in the Bailey, my favorite is the post-goal chant. I don't know what it's called. OFCC? OFCC.
Yeah, OFCC.
I love that. It's the part where you start jumping up and down and going nuts in the Bailey.
Yes.
It just fires me up to no end.
Yeah,
that is I love Gladiator. I love Cincy Till I Die. We do a lot of chanting at TAFs.
Yeah.
Initiated by me mostly. But but that is my favorite chant, the favorite thing to see and do in that. So
yeah, I think with the amount of goals that we scored at home last year, that really elevated that chant to solidify the post-goal chant, which it locks it in for us. It gets everybody chanting. It gets everybody bouncing. FCC took so many videos from that chant, so it's an effective plug-in. And when you have Brenner and Vasquez scoring 19 apiece, plenty of opportunities for us to go crazy. So
I was in the Bailey for the NYC game. Yeah. And they actually scored 7 goals, and 2 of them were not called back until well after we started the chant. And I think we scored like 3 or 4 that first half. I was tired. I was physically tired at the end of that match just because of that chant doing 7 times. Yeah. I can't imagine. What was it Vancouver that we played? That was 6-0?
No, that was San Jose.
San Jose, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
oh my.
6, when we got going with the chants, and we would pop the smoke, and then they would recall it back.
Yeah.
And we're just like going, wait, and we actually ran out of smoke.
Yes.
So are you planning on having at least 7 goals worth of smoke?
I hope so.
Particularly against Houston?
Yeah.
So what made you want to become Capo, Capo.
Capo.
And then that's I've asked people and they've gone both ways, whether it's Capo or Capo. You say Capo because that sounds like Italian mafia leader. So that sounds about
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as you had pointed out, Matt, and heard from another night, that capo is, something you put on your fretboard, for
one of
guitar.
these things back here, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, it's capo.
Okay.
Well, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, to want to be a knight, it starts back when I started watching FC Cincinnati matches on TV, back in the USL days, and I would hear all the drumming and the singing, and I thought, okay, why am I sitting here on the couch watching, on a TV when I could probably be there and at least be in the part of the crowd that, was doing all the chanting and the singing and everything. So finally got myself to, the stadium and just made sure that I was in the Bailey because I knew that's where all the noise, was happening. And I sang my heart out through the entire match, that very first match that I was there, and knew that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And be, I would see, the people leading, the chants and the songs, and I'm like, oh, dang, I could do that, And so that just basically got me started in asking, like, how do you become, a capo and things like that. And it has changed from when I joined, but it's not very hard, to do it. I mean, you have to obviously have an interest in it, a strong interest in it, and you have to be able to give it, at least for half the match. You don't have to do the whole thing, but we generally like to say, like, you go for 90 minutes plus. So I knew, like I said, the first match I went to in person, that's what I wanted to do because I didn't shut up the whole match. And I thought, okay, this is what I have to do. And I worked, hard to get, go through the process, becoming a knight. And, I'm really happy to be one. And
Yay. So Mark, did you have a question?
Yeah.
No, I want to clarify the terminology of capo and capo. I fully believe and I fully embrace that you say the word capo before you drink Jameson, and after some Jameson, it's capo. So for sure. I just want to give some clarity to that because that's exactly what I do. But yeah. So obviously, being a capo had some challenges at Nippert Stadium. You've become a capo since TQL. We've gone to a speaker system which gives us the back beat and gives you guys the assistance you need because obviously we're over on 110, 109 normally. So it's how has that helped you to keep with the middle, as it were, as it's always been? When at Nippert it was almost we can't hear you. That's we're just going to try. But how has all of that worked for your benefit to keep everything going across the Bailey?
When we first started at TQL, we didn't have a system in place where the folks on the wings could hear what was going on in the middle. And so it was uneven, like we were either early or we were late, and that was for both ends. And so through some trial and error, we finally got kind of like a transmitting system where, like, from the middle, it would transmit out to the end if we had microphones on, like a chant leader near the middle, and we would have in-ear earbuds to as long as the person in the middle was on the ball.
Yes.
And staying on time with the chants, then we could
Right.
hear them on the ends and we could stay with the middle, and it became a more cohesive sound.
Yeah.
I think there's more, coming in terms of tweaking, the acoustics and things like that, so that the folks in the way back can hear, as well, because, it only goes so far, in terms of the
Yep.
speakers and things like that. But I have to say, like having the person in the middle, in the microphone, speaking out to the people on the ends with the in-ears has made a huge difference.
Yeah.
In keeping us together as a unit. And that's the whole goal,
Mhm.
is that you want the entire Bailey to be rocking,
Yep.
not just the middle folks, or not just the folks, maybe in the first couple of rows across the Bailey. We want everybody involved. As many as we can get. Granted, not
Yeah.
everyone's going to want to sing or can sing or whatever it is, but the more people, that see and hear the Bailey as a unit, just totally rocking the place, being
Yeah.
loud, and that can help get the rest of the stadium going.
Right.
And we could blow our whatever roof we have off.
Yeah.
The stadium.
Yeah, I'm hoping to
So,
do that. When you guys start rocking, I have some people behind me who chant, who know the chants. So we're trying to get my little band of midfield maniacs to kind of get along. So it's not one of those where, well, that's only where you sing is over there. Over here we
Oh,
sit
no.
on our hands. We don't want to do that. So we're running out of time. So we've got a game coming up here in less than a couple of weeks.
Yep.
11 days.
11
Mark,
days.
what is your score line?
For the match?
Yep.
First match?
Yep.
3-1, our favor.
Mark?
I'm going to put 2-0 out there. I think we get a goal in the first half, and then we get a clincher goal second half. And that's going to be a good start for us.
I don't know where Houston is.
Clean sheet. Nothing but a clean sheet.
I haven't heard anything from Houston. They were at the bottom of the table last year. I haven't heard much in the way. I think we're playing well. I think it's going to be a 2 or 3-0 score line. Is it going to be Roman, or is it going to be Khan between the pipes?
Oh. I don't know who, if they both had like equal shot during the preseason, but I'm gonna put Celentano.
Okay.
If you're not putting the goat in the net, you're making a mistake. Nothing against Khan, but
No, nothing at all.
Celentano has proven himself. He's in his second year. You got to remember that was his first year and how good he did. Just the expertise that he brought to the back line. And you just can't discount that. He's clearly stepped way above all of our expectations. We were just making sure, we had somebody back there that could, try to, keep us in games. Well, that not only happened, but we made the playoffs largely due to his play. So I think Celentano should get the nod, and he should do very well this year.
Well, good. Well, that wraps it up for FC Supporter Square. If you want to join us, Mark and I, please contact us at fcc.supp.square@gmail.com, or make a comment here on our Twitter feed or our YouTube channel, and we'll accommodate you. I know that we have some people already lined up. I'm excited about, and so hopefully you enjoy this, and we'd love to hear your feedback. Trina, any last thoughts?
Come and make it happen in the Bailey.
Amen.
There you go. Don't be
Amen.
afraid to show up. Don't be afraid to be loud and proud. That's what we're here for. And this is FC Supporter Square for Mark Supin. My ride or die, I'm Matt Warman. I'll see you again.
Take care.